Hey, what up? It's Lex. It is Saturday, March 10th, 2018. In today's video, I want to do a post-trade analysis on yesterday's big winner, which was PIXY, P-I-X-Y, where I captured overall about $440 profits before commission. And I just want to go over the trade. It was a great trade. It was a big winner. Had a lot of opportunity for buys and dips. So I just want to go over the video. I had a couple people that I sent a watch list to that also made profits off it. I think two other people that I gave the watch list made some pretty good gains, 10%, 15%. So yeah, let's go over the trade. So PIXY, P-I-X-Y, was a big winner. Started on Wednesday, March 7th, when it released a PR about how they're going to be using their a blockchain ledger for their fintech technology for the payment services throughout their restaurants that they are engaged with. So they had that news, which on Wednesday spiked it pretty big. And this news came out in the pre-market, and I waited for the breakout. I was patient. I wanted to wait for the least resistance before it popped up, and around 10 a.m. it broke the resistance and shot up, and I got in right at 319, I believe. Let's check it out. 325 originally. So 325 right before the breakout. Let's zoom in right here. So right here. Oops, no wait, it's over here. Right here, 324, 325. It shot up. Now, when it made this high of 388, I actually sold right away. So within 5 minutes, and I grabbed some profits. And then when it dipped back down, because I noticed there was a lot of bids just killing the ask every time the ask was pushing it down, I thought it had another chance to break out. And the reason being is that it's a super low float. It's only 3.6 million float, and when you have a float low like that and it starts trading through the float a couple times per day, it's a good sign that it's going to have momentum for the rest of the week. So I knew people were going to keep on buying it. Plus, it's the whole blockchain technology craze. Now, this wasn't as similar to Riot and DPW, which was mining. This is actually using the blockchain ledger for their fintech technology in-house. So it was a little more legit than I think Riot. So the second time when I bought in this dip, I got in on my E-Trade account, and I bought in at 334, and then I sold at 390, which was a new high in the day. So I waited here, and I bought at 3 here, and then I dropped right before the close, a little before the close. I sold at 390, just because I noticed it was facing resistance again, the high of the day, and I was already up. I'm like, let's take some profits. Let's make a few $100s that day. Oh, actually, wait a second. No, I'm sorry. I held this overnight. I'm sorry. I traded this 3 times, so it was a little confusing. I actually held this overnight, and it popped to 447 in after hours. I didn't sell just because I thought it was gonna be more momentum, and then early in the morning when I woke up, the short started pushing it down, so I exited at 390, which was the high of the day, morning opening range high of the day support. That's where I sold. And then when the market opened on Thursday, it actually spiked and broke previous day's high. So if I held, I would have actually made more money, but I didn't want to take the chance. And then on Friday, it had more news about expanding its restaurant chain with the fintech technology. So let's see, PIXY announces Texas expansion, where it's going to provide more fintech technology within its restaurants. I didn't play this on Thursday because I was trading some futures, wheat and gold, but I waited for Friday, and it shot up right at opening, right at the open market at 9:30 a.m. It shot up from 413 all the way to 541, and I got in this time, my third time on the play. Friday, I bought at 9:53. I only grabbed 200 shares at 526, which was right here. So if we zoom in here, it broke out. I missed this breakout. I wanted to wait for a dip, and then it spiked again. I was like, this is going to have momentum. So I got in right around, put it on the 1 minute chart so you can see it more detailed. I got in right 526 at 938, 958, right here. And then it broke up. It broke up to 589. Two of the people I sent the watch list sold. They got it at 515. I think they sold at 590. So they captured like 40 cents. I was a little more greedy just because I played this on Wednesday and it was a Friday. The markets were green and it was a low float and shorts were all over it. And I'm like, they're gonna get squeezed. I just kind of knew it just from experience trading these stocks. I didn't take profits. It went down and dipped, but every time it was dipping, there was buyers there. There was buyers just supporting the bids, and it just kept on buying everything the ass was giving it to. So when it initially broke up, I was actually up about $150, and when it hit this low in the afternoon, I was actually down $20. So I was like, this kind of sucks, but I still kind of knew it held support all through the day, and my patience rewarded it because it broke into a new day in the afternoon, and I sold at 6. What did I sell at? 6.24. So I ended up grabbing $195 profits for an 18% gain. So it was good. So overall on the day, I made 195. And then eventually, I'm glad I got out because it actually tanked right the last hour, power hour. I have no idea why. I actually shut my computer off because it was Friday. I made my profits and I wanted to go for a run in the park and enjoy the rest of the day. But there wasn't any news. I think it was just profit takers and short sellers dragging it down. But I still think this has momentum just because it's a low flow at 3.6 million. But overall, it was 3 trades. I ended up making about $440 profits before commissions. I used Thinkorswim and E-Trade. It was a good trade. I'm happy with it. It does have momentum. If we look at the daily chart, it's still uptrending. It already broke multi-day resistance from December at 618 and it went higher. It did get stopped out here. If you look at this, I mean, it's right on point. If you look at this, like from June 30th, it had resistance at 621. On December 15th, it had resistance at 613. It broke that. So it got shot here. That's why I sold. I sold at like 624 because I'm like, I don't think it's going to go any higher. And it was up like 50, 60% of the day. And I captured 18% profit, so I'm happy with that. But I wouldn't be surprised if this pops more, especially because if we look at the crypto market, it is starting to come back to life. If we look at Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum, they're starting to bounce. I actually picked up 2 more Litecoins on Wednesday just because it was bouncing off the 60, let's go here, Litecoin. It bounced off the 61% Fibonacci. I'm sorry, 78% Fibonacci. So that's why I grabbed it, just because I'm like, this is going to start reversing, even though there's been a lot of FUD in the markets. But yeah, crypto's starting to bounce, and this I think kind of helped PIXY, even though it's more of like the blockchain, not so much a crypto coin. But overall, it was a good trade. I'm happy with it. Yeah, so that's what I got for this week. The markets are starting to pick up a little. It's just been so slow, just because it's been choppy. The beginning of the week, Trump was putting tariffs on steel imports, 25% on steel, 10% on aluminum. That drove the market down. And then Gary Cohn, Trump's economic advisor, resigned. That caused the market to tank. 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we had the market correction. So the markets have been really choppy. So it's been really tough trading, and it's just hard to be patient. You know, you're sitting here waiting to try to find some trades, and there hasn't been a lot of trades presenting itself in the markets. But the past 2 days, it's starting to look like a reversal. The market started climbing back Friday, and the Dow hit a new high. Same with the Nasdaq. So hopefully next week there'll be some more plays. But anyway, that's what I got for you guys today. Please click the subscribe button if you want to follow my videos. Hit the like button if you like this video, and please leave a comment. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Take care.